Hi, welcome back to Pages Leaf. Um, so today I want to do a little bit of talking about the actual kind of nuts and bolts of how I get around to writing 1,667 words every day in the month of November. Just because I don't know, it's really hard for me. I don't know, maybe you're the same way, but I am like a huge procrastinator, and I don't write on a regular basis. And so writing every day for a significant amount of time a day can be hard for me to get back into the swing of things and stuff. So I've got a couple of tips and tricks that work for me, and so I want to talk about those today. But first, I really want to talk about this awesome website that I found, and this blog post comes from I found it on the NaNoWriMo Maryland Facebook page because that was my region for the first year or two of Nano. I was up in Maryland, and so I'm still on their Facebook page. And somebody posted this, and it was just I thought it was so cool. So I sent it to my sister, and she thought it was so cool. And so it comes from the www.betternovelproject.com, and it is a day by day NaNoWriMo outline, your 30-day cheat sheet. So it's basically like they've got a little infographic here about how to write a story in 30 days and actually have it like with an arc and stuff. I guess they deconstructed like Harry Potter and Twilight and the Hunger Games, and they kind of deconstructed them and to figure out like the big main events that every big epic novel kind of shares. And so they've assigned one event to each day in November. And so day one is open the story on a bittersweet celebration, and then like day 5 is the hero says goodbye to family and boards mass transit to new society. So every day you write 1,667 words in each scene, and it gives you the scenes to do. And so they've got the little infographic, and then if you scroll down on the page, you can get they have little links to articles about every event. So you're not like wandering blind, like open the story on a bittersweet celebration, like what's a bittersweet celebration? It'll tell you. So it has an article on that. And so I'm just going to put the link to that down in the description box so that you guys can check that out, because it kind of makes me want to write a whole new novel, which is not what I'm doing. I'm trying to finish all 3 of mine from the last couple of years. And I think if I had this when I was writing these novels, I think I would have done a lot better, because it kind of gives you some direction. I'm not a planner. I'm very much a pantser. And so I think this would give just enough direction that you could still pants it, but you at least like know kind of what you're going to write today, instead of just sitting at the computer like, now what do my characters do now? What is going on? I have to throw in some crazy event now because I don't know what else to write, So yeah, by the end of November, you should have kind of like the complete story arc, a whole 50,000 word complete novel that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I think that's a really, really awesome resource, and you should totally check it out. Talking about how I actually write during Nano. So, like I said, I'm a really big procrastinator, you guys, and the thing I like about Nano is that it gives you that daily goal, and it's like, so in order for me to feel accomplished that day, I have to meet that goal before the time I go to bed. So I've got the deadline, it is impending, and the later in the day it gets, the more like, oh, I gotta write. It's due by the time I go to bed. So, but I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't write every day. So it's hard for me to like sit down and focus and take 2 hours and just like stare at a computer screen and not get distracted. So obviously Nano has a lot of tools for that. You know, the word sprints and word wars, which, as I said in my last video, I don't really like either of those because I'm not very fast. So, and I don't really like to, like I said, I get distracted easily. So it's a struggle for me to. So if I do like a word sprint or a word war, I like to keep it like 5-10 minutes, because anything over that, it's just like, is it over yet? I must update my word count on the NaNoWriMo website. so, um, so yeah, I don't really like to do those very often, but I do them sometimes. And then the write-ins are big, you know, big ways to boost your word count if you're good at writing during the write-ins, which I am not, because procrastinator. I look for things to distract me, and if there's a bunch of people around, it's like, let's just chit chat, you know. So um, sometimes I can get a lot of writing done at write-ins, but it's not very reliable for me. So what do I do? Like, how do I, you know, after the first couple of days, you know, the first couple of days I'm so into it, and it's like, yes, and then it's like, oh wait, like, it's kind of a pain to do this every single day, but you know, so I use word crawls, which I love. Um, Word crawls, you can find them on the that's the word sprints, prompts, and word wars. I forget what that forum is called on NaNo, but I will link to a few of my favorites down here in the description box. But it's word crawls are basically like challenges that you can do, and they have all kinds of different themes. Like there's a like they're kind of like choose your own adventure type of things. Like there's a Harry Potter one, so it'll be like, I don't think I've done the Harry Potter one, but it's like you know, be sorted and you know, do a word sprint, and if you make this many words, you're in Gryffindor or whatever, you know. And then it's like a story that you read as you write, and every once in a while they have you stop the story and write a certain amount of words or something. And so then by the time you're done reading the entire story, you've written a bunch of words. So that it's interesting enough for me to keep me occupied, and there are a few in particular that I really really love. So the ones that I worked on the most last year, and I just posted them on to the forums, and that's the links that I'm going to give you here in the description box. I posted them on NaNo because they got taken off during the wipe, and I made sure to copy and paste them onto Word documents on my computer because I loved them so much, and I was like, they helped me so much last year, I have to do them this year. So it's called the Get Her Done crawl. The Get Her Done crawl. So what it basically is it's like, it'll be like, write 500 words and then, you know, do all the dishes in your house, and then, you know, take a 5-minute word sprint and make your bed. Like, so it's built in with a lot of breaks and a lot of little chores for you to do around your house. So it's like by the end of the crawl, you know, your room is clean and you're feeling very like accomplished because you've written all these words and you've done some chores, and it gets you up and like away from the computer and moving around so that you're not just like a zombie staring at the computer screen. And so it works really well for me with my distracted tendencies. So because it's really short bursts, and then you get to get up and do some stuff. So I posted 2 of them on the NaNo site because somebody posted one last year, and then the second one somebody else posted after the first one, like, I guess got old for them, so they made their own. So I've got 2 of those that I posted on, and you guys can check it out in the description. And so yeah, that's my favorite thing to do during NaNo. So if you guys try it out, please comment and let me know if you enjoyed it, because I mean, if I can introduce somebody to a new tip that they don't know, then that would be great. So I think that's all I've got for you today. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or the next day. So Thanks for watching. Bye.